Disappointed man, we've been watching you there. You've had an absolutely fantastic season. It's not over yet, you get playoffs. It must have been a bit disappointing today.
Maybe we've went to the well too often. There's one thing, let it make it quite clear. Ayr United deserve to win the game. In fairness to Ayr United, their game plan was to come up here and no lose, I think. And they were worthy winners, albeit we didn't play like we can play. They're very capable of playing a lot better than that. We've got a goal in the first. It's beyond the realms of imagination why the referee's no sent the goalkeeper off. Can someone tell me why he's no sent him off? I don't know. Because the rules say he goes off. However, never in my wildest dreams would I take away from Ayr United. We stopped playing after we scored. Every time you get a penalty, the referee's always got to get a penalty back. I thought it was a very, very soft penalty Ayr United got, but they got it. And their second goal was a wonderful goal. Then you find out through social media that the 1-0 victory for Peterhead has become a 2-1 defeat. And we just didn't play in the second half. I didn't think although we did create chances in the last 5 minutes with 10 men, but look, we didn't play well enough today. And it's up to me. I'm renowned for it to try and get my team back together again for Wednesday night against Sunderland.
They'll be totally there.
Say again?
They'll be totally there for you.
Oh, my players will be there, aye. Oh, aye. For sure. Absolutely, for sure. And I wish that Ayr United all the best.
Were you disappointed with the sending off? Or?
What's sending off? Our sending off?
Yes.
I didn't think it was sending off, but there's no point in what I say. Can I say to you, the referee's refereed us 3 times this year and he sent off a player every time.
It looked a very soft free kick to get the second booking, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
If I see that.
If I see that. All right.
That's it. Well, I know congratulations is probably not the right word for getting away from relegation area, but really congratulations. It was a fantastic end to the season, a game we played really well in, and you must be absolutely over the moon.
Yeah, listen, I'm delighted. I mean, but the reason I went and clapped the supporters very briefly and went in is because it's not a particularly great achievement for United, finishing 8th in the First Division. So next year, we've got to go and try and win the title. That's where Ayr United should be, trying to win the First Division to get into the Championship. That's why I didn't join in with everybody, with the fans. I clapped the fans I had, but it's a good feeling, but it should have been done weeks ago. I just said to you a minute ago, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, Jordan's header would have hit the post, Forrest's shot would have been saved by the goalie. I mean, that Forrest chance was a harder one than he had against Stennismuir, the one that hit the bar. So, but it was a good feeling, there's a good set of boys, and usually when you have the type of season we have, there's a lot of people leave the club, but there won't be. There'll be a few of them kept.
In those early minutes, nothing was happening. Then a very controversial penalty given. Now, the penalty for the actual thing would have been a penalty, yes, but offside, we have to think.
Well, it was 3 yards offside. You guys have seen it as well, and that could have cost us. It's the type of thing that's happened in the last 3 months since I've been here, and it tends to happen when you're down there fighting for your life. But they showed great spirit to come back, and I knew they had it in them. And at times, the way they passed the ball and moved it around the pitch, Forfar, who were going for the title, they couldn't get near us.
The heads didn't go down. This is the change, because for a few weeks there, if the goal was scored against, the heads went down. Why is that? Why did that happen today? Why did they manage, even so early on in a match, how did they manage to come back from that?
Well, I think the heads went down, for a few games in a row there at times, because it was tough for me to analyse what we were doing, because you guys after the game, you found it tough to ask questions to me, because you realised, for example, the Brecon City game, if that had been 6-1 to us, it would not have flattered us, and that's no disrespect to Brecon. I've watched it on your quality stuff that you do, and it's hard to come back from that when it's week after week. The heads do go down a wee bit sometimes. I think it culminated in the kind of collapse in the second half against Peterhead, but since then, against Ayr Utd, we were the better team for 75 minutes. We won comfortably last week, and to be honest, won comfortably today.
Now, you said to us a few weeks ago, it's getting out of this terrible relegation thing's difficult. I've got a plan for the future. We just need to get through this. Do you feel like a lot of pressure off you now, and you can really start working on what you want to do?
Yeah, I do, but I mean the real pressure starts now because Ayr United should be trying to win the First Division. You know, and I'll put myself under pressure to do that. We need to sign, and I believe, a certain type of player. I don't think we need any footballers because we've got an awful lot of good footballers. In fact, we've got 2 or 3 of the best footballers, the best young footballers, not just in the First Division, but in Scotland, in Crawford and Forest. So we don't need footballers. We've got a lot of good young players coming through. We need a wee bit of strength, and a wee bit of heart and dig and that type of player, and we'll be looking to add.
What about players like McKenna, who we've got on loan? Is there any chance of getting him back? Because he has been outstanding since he's come to here.
Yeah, listen, I'll be looking to get McKenna and Preston back. I've already spoke to Derek and I've spoke to Eric Kinder at Blackburn. I'd like them to come back and experience 6 months at Somerset when hopefully we'll be winning quite a lot of games. Adam Blakeman's another boy who we want to commit to come here and stay in here for a year. Maybe do some work at the academy because we know we don't pay a lot of money. But we think he's got something if he gets himself fitter to really be a good footballer. So the plans start now.
Happy man tonight?
Yes, I'm delighted. Delighted for the punters that came up.
Yeah, I've noticed a few weeks you've said you've just gone home and got your head back to thinking about the next game. Really time to relax, have a good weekend.
Well, I've got Edson with me tonight, and then we've got the semi-final at Ayr Utd tomorrow, so it'll be a quiet one.